You only need game for women that don't really have that high interest in you.
You're gonna learn today.
What is game? Game is known as finesse with words to raise interest. Game could be an example of not responding back too fast or acting in a certain way that you normally don't act in to try to raise interest, becoming someone you're not. So if busy guys are attractive because they're so busy, they're on their purpose, they're grinding, instead of becoming that busy guy, you start acting like you're that busy guy by seeing the message, ignoring it, or saying you're only free on this certain day when you're actually free all week because you're doing nothing. Game is only needed, right? It's only used to try to raise interest in a girl that doesn't really have that much interest in you to begin with. For girls that have a high interest in you, you won't really need game because they like you for you. I know a lot of people think there's no way a girl could like you for you, but that is complete false. A girl can like you for you. And if her interest is really that high, to a real standpoint that she just likes the person you're being at that moment, then there is no game required. You doing games essentially you wasting your time and doing nonsense for someone that's basically all in. Game is really only needed for women that don't want you at that level that you want them to desire you at. You need to switch gears. Instead of going from reverse, going to drive. Reverse is you acting like the high value man that's on his purpose, that is getting to his bag, that's working out, that's eating right, that's living an active social lifestyle, networking, getting more experience out in the real world to try to bring it back to his kingdom. You're reversing because you're trying to mimic the actions that come as a byproduct of having that high value statue. You're mimicking that in a sense that you are copying their patterns. You're copying their tendencies. If someone texts that high value man, he may generally not have the time to text back because he is out attacking the world. And when he does, his time is so limited because of how much he's doing out there that he's really trying his best to communicate as much as possible, even though it's not a whole bunch. Instead of you mimicking and picking out those patterns, you shouldn't do that because the mask will slip eventually. Just like you can find someone and you can tell someone about who they really are through time, because the more time you get with somebody, typically the closer and closer you get to them. You get to see them for who they really are. And women are really good at seeing people for who they really are because of their intuition. So when they see you for who you really are, they'll be able to tell that it was just a mask the whole time. And because you put up a front, and because you acted like someone else, they will start to grow an attachment or like that person that you were acting as. And when they get closer and they see you for who you really are, they realize it's not what they signed up for and they bounce on you. That's the problem with game. You're playing a game, and games don't last forever unless you're really good at them. But even if you're good at them, they don't last forever. There's always an end of a game. And when they see through your game and when they see through the end of it, they can either figure out who you really are, cope with it, or kick rocks because you lied. Kick rocks because you're not actually busy, you're playing all day, or you're not actually on your purpose, you're on the couch chilling, eating potato chips and getting fat. You're not really at the gym, you're at home doing 2 crunches and you're done. Put it in drive. What does that mean? That simply means become that high value man. Go out and get you a job. Not to stay at that job forever, but to get the income to build it to other things in your future. Go out and work out. Get in the gym. Like I said, you don't need a gym membership. But if you really want to get in the gym or start working out at home consistently, consistency is what you need. Really become that high value man, because it won't be a game. She'll like you for who you are because you're showing who you really are. There is no mask to fall off your face because it's your actual face. Make you living that active lifestyle your life, not something you're mimicking. And for high interest women, you won't need any game because they're attracted to you because of what you do, the tendencies you have, and the lifestyle you live. You don't need game for high interest women.